flowers you planted earlier, some of them come up, ain't they high? Yeah. Do they bloom?
Oh yeah, that's the whole point.
That's right, I forgot about that. Take that spot.
Hey, good morning everyone. Kaye here on my homestead in Tennessee, and I wasn't going to film today. We were just going to get a bunch of work done because we're going to get some bad weather this afternoon and there's so much that needs to be cleaned out. But this is the, he just said, if you don't film today, it's like you leave out the end of the movie. I mean, this whole summer, this whole huge garden, if you've been following my channel, you've seen all the, how it looked so amazing in June and July. Oh my goodness. And now everything's dead. And guess what? All the cover crop is coming to life and all these things are coming up and we're saving seeds and things are dried and frozen, but yet calendula is green and carrying on. So we're wrapping it up.
I don't think it's a deer. If it is, it's a little one because it didn't go in the ground too deep. See how soft it is?
That is a sea of ryegrass, mustard, radish,
Turnip greens
and turnip greens.
and flowers. I think
The Phacelia.
Yeah. It's probably why it's thick right there because that's where your cabbage plants was, and we pulled up the cabbage and loosened the ground up.
If you've never collected marigold seeds, can you imagine how many seeds are just on that one plant? And look how many plants. This sort of reminds me of the Pacific Northwest coast when you're driving up Highway 1 and you see all these old trees that are just kind of, over time, they've had so much wind and they've fallen over, and kind of reminds me of that. But boy, they put out some blooms this year. I want to say this is lemon balm, covered in powdery mildew. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite so covered in mildew as that. And this is a cabbage coming back. And all of these are this beautiful Phacelia that I saw in the desert blooming in California. And it was so beautiful. When I saw it was offered as a cover crop, I said, yes, yes. I hope it blooms.
Does it have any horns?
I couldn't see, it was dark. It was before sunup. Something tells me that this is a scary little caterpillar that I should leave alone. I've seen one other one.
Well,
Here's another case of amazing camouflage. This is calendula, and I was just picking some seeds. All the pepper plants were fried to a crisp from the freezing weather we had, but I took these off for seeds, and maybe I can still dry them and just turn them into pepper flakes. Okay, so I got a big bag of marigolds, and I got a lot more up at the top, so. These peppers got frozen and they're kind of gross. We're going to just leave this calendula because it still looks good. We're going to have at least a week more of hot weather. Oh look, here he is again. Wait, that's a different one. There was more black on the other. It's going, what happened? What happened? Where's your buddy? And here's a nice mixture of the Phacelia clover radish. this may be mustard. Oh man, I can make a mess of greens from all this. Okay, here's my poor sad cotton that got frozen. Let's see if we have any seeds at all. We certainly don't have any cotton. This is the only one that looks even remotely like I might get some seeds out of. That is a cottonseed in there. It feels like I have maybe a half a dozen in there. Wow, that looks so much better. That top corner up there, because it's the highest corner of the garden, wherever you have the highest, you're going to have the poorest soil because all the good soil washes down. The cover crop wasn't coming up there at all. It was just hard packed. So maybe we'll get a little rain today and we're going to throw down some Australian field peas. As the storm holds off and we do get some rain, it'd be awesome. So
yeah, that's true. We may not even get none. Weatherman never knows.
All right, so we got most of the promising looking bolls off of this. If you can see, half are black and half are green, and that's because of the frost ruining everything. The early frost. But he's just pulling these plants out. You can't pull okra out. It's just too, the roots are too strong.
Had the biggest root.
That's nothing. What a little tiny root. Okay, this is interesting. This is still very green. And it is Sweet Annie. I just did the smell test. Yep. And this one was older and got hit with the freeze. This one's still green. It's crazy. Of course, if I leave that there, there'll be Sweet Annie absolutely everywhere. Same for this. This is the blue spice basil. I'm going to show you the first day I planted this little grouping here, and I didn't think the blue spice basil would even make it. It's an amazing plant. Okay, so this is the tomato, and look underneath. This is the horrible weed that we hate. Looks a lot like a tomato, doesn't it? See that weed? And it's got little berries on it. I don't know what that is, actually. Yep. Well, I'll get a few.
Going these seeds, I got plenty of seeds. You can use this bag, put these tomatoes in.
Did you play sports?
We only had football, basketball on the head.
Yeah, that's all we had too.
Yeah, it's got a good root system.
Good deal. Look at all these tomatoes here.
Yeah, I know it.
Wow. You know, it's a shame to take it out, but you know, it's a big mess.
It's time.
Yeah. Won't last forever.
Oh no.
You going that way?
I'm going to throw it over the fence
Oh, okay.
so I can pick it up and take it to the burn pile.
Here.
There you go, thank you.
Yeah, that one for sure.
That other one's still green as gore. We can leave it if you want to.
I mean, it won't hurt anything.
No.
I don't know if I need this.
I thought those seeds come up off of that one spot where the tomatoes was.
What's that?
The seeds, where I planted the seeds next to them.
Mm-hmm.
To the fence.
Yeah.
Most of them came up, with the exception of
where the tomatoes was.
Mm-hmm. I never picked tomatoes out of the ground before, but they're still good.
That's right, I will.
For the ant. Got a big one right here. I was just cleaning up that fence. You know, I used this nylon tomato twine the past 2 years, and I don't think I'm going to use that again. I want something that biodegrades at the end of the season. I don't know if it will, but yeah, that rope would still be hanging there next year. This one. It's got a deep root, right? Yeah. I thought I tried pulling that out with my hands, but maybe.
That's got the deep root.
Yeah, see, I tried pulling out one that was 2 feet tall, and I couldn't. Yeah, see, you cut off a
I know it.
big. Yeah, that had a big root. Look at the size of that. That's a 1/2 inch trunk on that. Then there's one here. I think that's one under there.
No, that's not a thistle, man. We've given up.
Oh, what is it? Oh. It's almost like a dandelion, but it's spiny.
Looks like it's in the thistle family.
Like you said before, you know, you could probably make medicine out of it, but I don't know.
Feed them roots.
I think that's all I saw. Wonder what this is.
Oh, yeah, I had to. They weren't coming out.
I want to see the top when you're turning it. Oh gosh, those are big.
Yeah, they are. Whoops. Let's see. I better cover it, then if I got some left over, I'll recover it.
I kind of picked this area over, but I thought I would show you. So hang on to that, pull. Yep, see? There's 50 seeds there. Those are not black. Those pea seeds are big, so they need to be raked in. The Egyptian spinach seeds. I'm going to take this off and show you. So these are the seed pods, and you crack it open, and the seeds inside are so surprising.
Okay, I think we have everything about done. I asked him about hay, putting down hay on the new seeds, and he said by the time we get it unrolled and spread, I mean, I'm going to give you a look at the sky, but it is everywhere. So we're going to wrap this up. Look how fast those clouds are moving.
I know it. That's what I'm saying.
All right, you need to hit the road. Get home.
I think it's moving its well. Looks like it's fixing to set in also.
Yeah. The lower garden is officially put to bed. Wow. It's so hard to know what the weather's going to do. You know, it looked really dark a second ago. Now it's lighter, it may be moving off. But it dropped enough, a little bit of rain to get these leaves wet. And I wanted to get them all vacuumed up and mulched. But that didn't happen. But if the sun comes out tomorrow, I'll start working on that. Anyway, I hope you enjoy following my journey here on the homestead. If you are interested in building a sustainable homestead, follow my journey. Maybe you'll learn something. Maybe you'll learn something not to do that I've done, mistakes not to make. I'm going to try to share all of that. I have been known for the entire 11 years of my garden to share the good and the bad. I like to share it all so you know what's out there, what problems you might run into, and I hope that's helpful as we move forward into the winter, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, scroll down and click all so you won't miss an episode. Take care, see you next time.